attracted to gold. And when you put this substance up to the mirror, you can't even see its reflection. This substance is called red mercury. Now, apparently you can find it like within old television sets and stuff, but according to ChatGPT and everything else on the internet, this substance is fake. But here is the thing about mercury. If you apply electricity and magnetism to mercury, it creates an electromagnetic torus field, a vortex. And if you also take mercury and then attach it to a television antenna, you can actually watch SpongeBob from anywhere in the world. That's right. So when the IRS finally comes after me, I will be watching SpongeBob in the woods in Argentina. But yeah, it can transmit and receive electromagnetic frequencies, which makes you think, maybe that's why they call Mercury the messenger of the gods. Not only that, but they used to suspend the light in a lighthouse in Mercury so that they didn't have to crank it 24/7 and it would just spin round and round and round 24 hours a day. Isn't that pretty cool? Not only that, but Mercury actually amalgamates with other metals, which means that if you put gold with it or any other metal with it, it will literally blend and create a new metal alloy. So with all of this being said, let's think about all of the crazy infrastructure that we see all over the world. The perfect, beautiful geometric patterns with all of these like spires at the top of the buildings. And the geometry of these buildings literally look like electrical parts that we use today. So it could be a conspiracy theory that these were harvesting energy somehow, but it is also very likely. It's very possible. Just look at the geometry. And these buildings are so much more advanced than anything that we have built today in recent times. So maybe all of these gargoyles and stuff, these hybrid animals, are symbolic of amalgamations of certain metals with mercury. And that's how you could possibly make red mercury. But I made this video for entertainment purposes only. There's a very strange symbolic
spiritual currencies, time and attention. This is now the altar. They're worshipping this. This is an altar because that's where you spend your time and attention. Then, secondly, you look here. This is the beehive, which looks like a honeycomb, because all of these people are the bees, which is a symbol of the collective consciousness. All the bees work together to create this honeycomb, which is all the people here, a collective consciousness, giving their time and attention and emotions to this ritual. So it's a symbol of wasting your awareness, wasting your time, your body, your attention, and emotional manipulation, because that's what a ritual is. A ritual is something you repeat over and over to change the function of consciousness.
See, I'm not a football fan myself.
At first, that sounds ridiculous. After all, pandas are one of the most famous animals on Earth. But the theory starts with a strange question. If pandas have existed for thousands of years, why do some researchers claim they barely appear in Chinese art, literature, or historical records until the late 1800s? According to the theory, the first widespread descriptions of giant pandas don't appear until around 1870. And that's where things start getting weird. Pandas eat almost nothing except bamboo, a food source so low in nutrients that they spend nearly their entire lives eating. In fact, pandas can spend up to 23 hours a day either eating or sleeping. They have very few natural defenses. Female pandas are fertile for only a few days each year. And conservation programs have struggled for decades to get them to reproduce. So how did an animal with all of these disadvantages survive in the wild for thousands of years? According to one theory, they didn't. Some researchers believe pandas may never have been a truly wild animal. Instead, they speculate that pandas could have been selectively bred, much like modern dog breeds. And some even suggest they were intentionally bred to consume bamboo, one of the fastest growing plants on Earth. Then there's another strange fact. Every giant panda on the planet is ultimately controlled by China. Even pandas living in foreign zoos are usually there through Chinese loan agreements. Mainstream science rejects these ideas completely. Pandas are considered a naturally evolved species with a fossil record stretching back millions of years. But the theory continues to spread, because when you look at an animal that spends almost its entire life eating bamboo, can barely reproduce, has little ability to defend itself, and appears so late in the historical record according to the theory, it raises a strange question. Are pandas simply one of nature's most unusual creations? Or could there be more to their story than we've been told? What if pandas are...
What you looking for?
It's flies.
Yeah, a lot of flies, they spying on me. The spies, they secret detectives. A lot of people don't know.
Flies, a secret detective.
Yeah, did you know they're using them in Iran right now?
Flies?
Yeah, using them in Iran right now. The government using them to spy on Iran. That's how they spying on them with flies.
That's crazy.
And roaches too.
And roaches.
So, mom, everything small that you don't look at, they use.
So I've been having spies in my house since a kid.
Yeah, everybody had roaches in the trenches, right? So right now they're using roaches for Iran. They had to been using them. They ain't just pop up and start using them for Iran.
Right.
Right? We was infested with roaches. But a lot of people don't understand where roaches come from. They've been government spies the whole time, along with the flies. I got a lot of things I like to say. I like to say life is kind of like you determine what you want to be. You can be a fly or a bee. I like to say that, because like a fly, notice this, we go outside right now, it's going to be some flowers, and it's going to be some shit. The fly going to attract to the shit, right? The bee, they don't want to see no shit, right? But it's the same possibilities out that door, right? But the fly choose to eat shit, right? And the bee, no.
What you think attract the fly to the shit?
The shit, right? I mean, when you like shit, you like shit. I mean, nonsense. I mean, a lot of people in the hood like that. We like shit. We used to shit. When you used to shit, is what you like. I mean, I'm asking you this, right? If you never seen something, then you can't fathom what it is, right? I know people. Well, I ain't gonna say people. I'm gonna say me. Fuck it. I was in the hood, gang, and I sat in cars that didn't run, act like I was driving. You know, I'm giving it real, right? And the dope thing, they met me in the car, like meet me at the whip. And the whip don't even move. Now, for the God, in my mind, it was my car, right? But it didn't move. I was attached to it, right? Attachments is real, gang. A lot of people be attached to a lot of things in the world.
Nah, that's real. That's real. And it's crazy that the fly thing, because I seen you say something, you was like, that they took a fly and they placed it inside of the consciousness of the fly inside of the computer or something like that, right?
Yeah. You ain't know did that? Like, listen, so it's like this, right? We in a video game, and I can prove it. The government know. They release documents stating that we in a video game. A lot of people don't want to admit they in a video game because they like playing the game, right? But they took the fly brain, and they put the fly inside the computer. Did you know the fly is no difference between the simulation and the actual reality? The first thing the fly did was look for some shit, right? Wow. No matter wherever the fly go, the fly gotta get shit, right? No matter where it go, right? It's in the nature to search for shit. Yeah. Did you know in the wild, what we talk about animals in the wild, that it's an animal, that when it's born, it know how to run already and know how to get away from shit already. Do you know why?
Well,
It gotta get away from his mama. His mama eat it.
oh, wow.
Right? And it comes with the instinct to understand that I got to get away from the person that birthed me. That happened in the trenches. A lot of times you're born in families where you don't belong. A lot of times you're in situations where you don't belong. And that's how you end up with the flies, the spies. Right?
That's deep.
That's deep. A lot of shit is deeper than a lot of people want it to be, because everybody's looking for an answer. But my terminology is different. I believe if you got an answer, you already got the wrong one. I believe all answers is wrong, because it gives you a conclusion. But it's nothing to conclude here. It's like we can't get a conclusion from anything. We don't know what anything is.
Right.
We know bits and pieces of what everything is, but we can't name nothing in its full, or see nothing in its full potential.
Right. My favorite quote is, the only thing that we know is that we don't know.
Yeah, or do we know? But a lot of people believe in what they know. I don't believe in shit. Belief is something that I think a man shouldn't even possess. Nobody should believe in shit. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in the devil. Because belief is what you think is true. It's holding on to something that you have no facts of.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
So I don't have belief.
Right. Because earlier, I gave you something earlier in the envelope, right?
The white envelope.
Yeah. You believe.
Nah,
It's,
I don't believe. I know. I know what it does when it's in the white envelope.
no. I'm saying you believe is money in there, right?
Well, I know it's something of value in there.
Okay. You
Right.
know it's something about
Yeah.
it.
Coming from the person I came from, if it's not nothing of value, I know I just learned a valuable lesson.
That's deep.
Right?
That's
So it
deep.
don't matter
That's deep.
what's in the envelope.
Yeah.
Right? I'm doing this without checking the envelope.
Yeah.
Because it's energy and frequency and vibrations. If what ain't in the envelope, then we'll never do this again. And it's okay.
Yeah.
Right? Because this is not for a fee. We doing an energy exchange.
Right.
Right? I don't charge for this. I can't charge for this.
Facts. Yeah. I like what you said though.
Are you gay?
No, I'm sure.
Why would you like me then?
I said I like what you just said.
No, you doing the pass me. I don't go that way. I don't go that way. No, we good, but
Man, I said I
I'm
like
good.
what you just said.
No, you say you
bro.
like me.
I said I like
get-
what you.
I don't even know what that means.
But
I don't
what
like
you
it.
said.
Like I don't like anything. There's nothing to like. Why would
Right.
you like something when, in the end, the like is dislike?
Mm.
So, a lot of things go together. Like a lot of people look for happiness, but why would you want happiness?
Real?
My situation, it's very personal. There definitely is a group of people that have made things very difficult for me. One person didn't really like me, and they happened to be in a powerful position, and they were able to use their influence to make people go against me. However, it definitely has been spiritual. Now, what they call themselves and what they proclaim to be, only they could tell you that.
Yeah.
But has it been a spiritual warfare? Absolutely.
If anything ever happened, I'd slide for you. I just want you to know that I would totally slide.
Man, she looked nervous, didn't she? But she is right. Everything is spiritual warfare. And Nicki Minaj has probably seen and heard very, very dark things in that industry she's in. I mean, if there's anyone that
Ain't no escaping Earth. Ain't no escaping the 365 levels. There ain't no way out. I'm telling you this.
We stuck.
Forever. Nigga, you
underway, and England have had it rough and they haven't even played yet. There's been shootings, robberies, and now shelter in place because of a tornado. Remember Joe Biden? Well, his son has just hinted at running for vice president. AI is getting so powerful that governments have literally had to shut it down. Mr. Beast has made history yet again, and this is one of the most baffling videos you will ever watch. We're gonna be talking about all of that and so much more in this hotel sleep-deprived Korea special. So let's stop the yapping and let's go. Okay guys, we got to start today with a little bit of breaking news that happened after we finished recording this video, which is why it's a day late. So as many of you have heard by now, Oliver Tree, the American musician, along with 5 others, has tragically passed away in a helicopter crash in Brazil. Now, quite a lot has happened since this incident first went down, so here is everything we know as of recording. Firstly, Oliver recently arrived in Brazil as part of his 30-country world tour. In fact, it was just 2 days ago where he posted a video of him playing football in Brazil and celebrating there with the World Cup trophy. But then on Sunday, the 14th, he, along with a YouTuber from Argentina known as Gaspi and a music producer known as Lucas Chavez, they got on a helicopter together with 2 pilots around 9 a.m. local time in Rio. Now, the details of what happened exactly from this point is still unclear. That is under investigation. But what we do know is that the helicopter that Oliver Tree was on collided with another helicopter mid-air that was registered to a private fruit business. All 5 passengers on the one aircraft were killed, as well as the 1 passenger that was on the other. The first helicopter came down onto a car lot used by BYD, the electric car company, setting fire to around 20 vehicles there parked on the site. The second aircraft crashed roughly 100 meters away, but it did not catch fire. Now, Fantastico, which is a local Sunday news program in Rio, it aired footage of the moment of the mid-air collision, and it showed one of the helicopters falling afterwards. There was a clip that was going very viral, circulating on X, of 2 helicopters crashing in mid-air. That is not real. That was from 2024 in Malaysia, I believe. Now, very quickly, around 45 firefighters and 15 vehicles were deployed to the scene. The blaze was brought under control in about an hour. Now, the part that is raising a lot of questions is, how was this able to happen? How did those pilots not see each other for a collision to happen like that? Well, one part that local journalists seem to be picking up on is that both of these aircrafts were not registered for air taxi service, essentially meaning they didn't have the license to carry people as a service for payment. That doesn't mean they weren't allowed to fly people, but the reason that these journalists seem to think that this is significant is because there happens to be a gray market in Brazil where people will register private helicopters, in essence to bypass the pretty stringent regulations that you would have on your helicopter if you were receiving money to carry them. But what they say is that some of these helicopters are still taking money to take passengers, and obviously wouldn't be up to the regulations that they would need to be up to. Now, that's not to say that that is what is happened here. That is still under investigation. But what we do know is that the helicopter that Oliver was on was registered to a private business owner since around 2021. Another interesting piece of information that is now circulating online is, in one of Oliver's last interviews before he passed away, he was asked about where all of his money would go after he passes away.
Furthermore, I don't believe that any of the wealth or the things that get made from it is mine. And so when I die, I've set it up, my will is set up that when I pass, my family, no one's going to get a penny. If I have a wife or kids or anything, not getting a fucking
benefit from his wealth, since he feels that the money doesn't belong to him, but rather he wants to redistribute all of his money and wealth back into the arts through a foundation that he set up called Dr. Oliver Tree's Art Grants for Baby Geniuses.
And it's set up so that basically the interest generated from my music will take mostly that, but there's also room for other money, because when I die, my art will continue to have residuals and probably be worth more than it is now. People will finally appreciate my stupid videos and my stupid songs.
That can help fund other upcoming artists through his work. He also said that he hopes the foundation will last for at least 100 years. Also, another clip that the internet is resurfacing right now is from a music video that was posted 3 months ago, in which there is a scene where he stands between 2 helicopters. Now, obviously, with the internet being the internet, this is being resurfaced with captions suggesting that this was some sort of premonition about him knowing how he was going to die. Of course, when this is just a coincidence. But that's often what we do see when a big public figure does pass away. It's very hard to process the shock and the randomness of it as well. I mean, especially since he was only 32 years old. I mean, his friend KSI posted saying, "You're 32, man, you should still be here. You had so much life to live, so much music to make, so much content to make. You're a legend and you will always be a legend." But yeah, that is the whole situation of what has gone down so far. It's pretty wild. But of course, if we get any more updates, I'll keep you guys posted. But for now, moving on.
Released a new trove of UFO files. The 72 videos, images, and reports date back to the 1940s. One video from July of last year appears to show red orb-shaped objects moving in tandem. Another video, the Pentagon described as plasma-like sphere that changed in shape as it hovered above a pond for 45 minutes before disappearing. This is the Pentagon's 3rd batch of declassified UFO files released this year.
Now, if this is their 3rd batch,